Perfect. All right. So let's get started. And if people come in, we'll just bring it in.
Yes.
Let's just breathe in and out a few times just to decompose all that ruckus. That felt good.
Yeah.
How about you? When I do it and it's just, I hear roars of flames in my ears. Yeah, so I know for sure Archangel Michael is here, because each one of the archangels to me has a different frequency of how they come in. So that's amazing. He's just giving us an armor shield, just to ground us, center us with massive protection, but also his strength, so we can move forward with what we're about to do. So that feels good. So let's catch up. Let's catch up with you. Tell me, I know we did a session one time, and it seems like things are shifting in an amazing way.
The help that through you, Saint Germain, through you, that help was extraordinary, because when that happens, my husband right away felt the symptoms of draining. I don't know if you remember, he texted me right after and said, I feel like everything has been drained from me. And I feel like it's a reoccurring thing in my house. Like, we are all feeling it. And that was a big shift. And very close. Now I do ask Saint Germain to come in to, into our home, into our lives. And it's funny because I feel like there's a heat coming in my ear, like my right ear. And before I came on, I was getting pressure on this side of my ear, like a pressure, like as if I needed to speak, or somebody wants to speak. Okay. So I did recognize it. And yes, and that was extraordinary. And I do listen to it again, over and over again, because it's so good to hear. And since then as well, I don't know if you heard, I did do a live on forgiveness on Halloween. I don't know if you've seen that. But yeah, and that actually helped me as well to shift, because I forgave and released my brother of years and years of things that happened in the past. And I didn't realize that he was punishing himself as well. And he needed to be forgiven and released because he felt like he didn't deserve it. So now I understand the purpose of forgiveness, because it's for you too, but it's also for the other person, to release them from their agony as well, and as you do that, you feel better because you release them, and that anger is no longer there. So it's been a 30-year thing, and in 1 hour, Jesus was able to heal. And I'm sure Saint Germain, I'm sure there was everyone around us when this was happening, because in 1 hour, 30 years of badness or whatever was released in an hour.
That's amazing.
So yeah, and only they can do that. Only Jesus, Mary, Saint Germain, all our angel team, they're the ones that have the power to do that. Definitely. And it's extraordinary. So I'm very happy that I'm in a better place with my brother. At least I don't feel that when I go into the house, because now he's, he went back living into my parents' house, and this is when the whole this tension started coming back to me. But anyway, now when I go there, I don't feel that tension. I don't feel that thing in my heart. I don't feel like somebody's stabbing me in the back. I feel relief, and just, how do you say, peacefulness, so.
How is his reaction to you now?
My brother?
Mm-hmm.
He feels better towards me. Like, our relationship got better. However, there's still going to be some tension between my niece, which is his daughter, and my daughter, because there's issues going on there. But I said to him, let Jesus take care of it. I'm not going to interfere anymore, because what he can do is he can do something so much faster than we can do. So I'm not going to step in anymore, because I pray for the situation for the best outcome for the both of them. And I leave them in Jesus, Mary's hands, Saint Germain's, Saint Teresa's hands, my angel teams. You know what I'm saying? No reason to stress over it. There's no reason. So I've learned to step back and let Jesus take the wheel and let him be in commands, because just does nothing but, make you crazy,
Definitely.
So there's been a lot of changes going on in my house. So I thank God, I thank Saint Germain, I thank you, and because you were the pivotal to start the whole situation changing in our hearts. So thank you for that.
Of course, I'm so happy to hear. Yeah, it's amazing. I've done a lot of 3D work in the holistic field. And all I can say is when I did this pivotal change of just acknowledging something deeper and knowing this, but then investigating what this was through taking the channeling course, it amplified so much more with less steps.
Yes.
And it's amazing when you feel that, because you know you're worthy of it, but you're also one with it. And there's no reason to fear anything now, knowing that that presence is all around you all the time.
Right. You're so right.
Yeah, and then it just relieves the stress, neutralizes things around you, so you can change the world in every presence of intention, feeling, thought, all around you, whether you're here or on the other side of the world. And that's where you can change the masses with the intentions of prayer. But the prayer gets amplified because you have a clear intention. And so I've been working on this a lot with the healing aspects of what I've been doing. But then there was another avenue that was brought in, because once you reach a level, then you go up, you go up to stages. You feel more abundant with their acknowledgement of insight. So you're open to receiving more from them. And they brought in this segment of play. And when you play, spirit is not about the rigid strictness of what human perspective is of them. They know that the activity of love and light is through play. When you play, whether you're an adult or a child, that insight of creativity and ideas bring in so much more through vibrations of love.
Got it.
So when you're bouncing and you're free, when you played hopscotch or you did skipping and all that, that was joyful play, but intuitions of messages were happening nonstop with you and around you. So we've been working with that, me and my spiritual guides. Sometimes it's my guardian angels, sometimes it's Jesus, Saint Germain, but of course they're all there. It's just one person is stepping forward at that given moment.
Okay.
I have been bringing that in lately because I've been practicing doing it when I'm being brought in with that message of clarity, tapping it on my shoulder. Hey, just be. You don't have to work. That can happen, but do it in a different module. Your steps become less. You become more abundant in all areas of your life because you're freeing all the frictions that are holding you down. So that's been a major clarity that I've been told to share, but in a 3D perspective, so that we can amp ourselves up into a 5D or higher vibration.
Yes. Well, this whole thing has been such an amazing journey. I mean, I feel like I'm in a different realm altogether. Like it's magical, Yeah. And it kind of brings back the feeling of my childhood, my early childhood, because I remember things being magical back then. And, and it's a memory of being so happy, like anything could happen. Like you had the power to do anything back then, when you were little, because you were so much of that faith. You didn't have people saying, yo, you can't do it. That's impossible. What are you, crazy? Because you believed in all these things. And like now, wow, it's like, it was really real. If you think about it, right? Like
and
I used to,
total
yeah.
Look at the time of year that it's coming about though. You know,
Yes.
we all believe in the magic of Christmas, what it's about, but in a deeper version. And then it brought clarity just right now when you were talking about that. I was like, what a timing, divine timing, that approach has been brought up, but then we're here to share this at this magical, perfect divine time, so that we can open up our hearts, see the joy of such a magical place where so many more people come together,
Yes.
whatever
Yes.
the reasons of openness are. But we can shift that world into a higher vibration of joy, so that we can feel compassion for others in a deeper version of transformation.
Yes.
So,
It's totally amazing. I'm so thankful. I really am thankful that all these things are coming up, and all these revelations about myself, about the past. You know, because I believed in past lives before I took this course. That's how I started this journey, because I had to believe that there had to be something more than this lifetime, because the things that I felt so deeply couldn't have been just from one lifetime. It had to have been from years and years of build up from the past. And I feel like I had abilities before, because why do I feel this way? Because, and then there must have been a time when we had to be afraid because of being found out. Like I've had this vision of me, like the door's knocking, and I'm just like, I'm petrified because I know I've been found out. So I don't know if that really happened to me in a past life, if somebody said something to somebody that she has the ability to do this, and then the authorities are coming, you know, the church authorities are coming to the door. Like, so I had that fear, and I still have a little bit of it now, because I don't know how my family will react, because of our religion is Catholic. And then again, I do have that ancestor that, I don't know if you read about her, I put her on Facebook, that we're going through the beatification process in Italy. Back in the late 17, early 1800s, she was a nun. She had the stigmata of Christ, and she was doing healing, and she was speaking to Jesus. But the nuns were very mean to her. They were not happy with her. But anyway, not that I was her, but I'm just saying, like, that authority going over her, because she was not free to be the way she wanted to be, or practice the way she wanted to be. She had a deep love for Jesus, you know, and she had to be confined, you know.
I'm listening to you, but it's funny because right now, I haven't checked to see who it is. They're working, like I see green lights coming from this area of my body into yours. So,
Okay.
like, I just wanted to acknowledge and share with you as you're talking, and I'm like, I'm just flowing with the energy that's happening, what I'm tuning into. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm just getting a chill right through me.
Okay.
Like literally, I just got a chill when that went right through my body just now.
Oh, nice. So it's like an ancestry lineage is what I'm being told. And I'll ask who's speaking right now in just a minute. It's Jesus. Okay. Ancestor lineage of impacts that are being cleared.
Yes. Good.
Lights of Archangel Raphael's emerald green fire.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was just like, okay. So that's what happens now. I just let it flow, and but I want you to know what's happening, so you
Thank you.
On all of this magic of blessings. And then it's like, okay, so they want my hands to be spread like this to you. And it's like, it's working on your sacred heart space, which is right here.
Okay.
And it's showing me that it's electrifying with white light, purity. There's some lymph nodes and congestion right there of just density that's just ready to be lifted. And so Jesus is just wanting me to show you what I'm doing. I don't necessarily will be doing this like for a true session, but he wants me to show you, because he wants you to open yourself up into just freeing yourself with just pure blissfulness when you're tuning in. So that if your arms decide to lift, if your eyes just start to just blink, whatever happens, allow it. It amplifies the elevation of what's happening in a deeper version. And then eventually, once you see this and you trust yourself in seeing this transformation, you just see it. You don't have to do it. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
A bit. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, he's asking me to have you hold your hands up like this. Just, there you go. Close your eyes and just focus on the center of your palms. And just focus. Let it just close your eyes.
Do I go like this?
No, you look at, facing me.
Okay. Okay.
And focus on the center of your palms, okay? And just allow whatever is meant to happen to happen. And if you want to speak with what you're seeing or what's coming up, go for it, okay? And then I'll share with you mine once you're done.
Okay, so, all right, I'm feeling a vibration in my palms, going through to my fingers, to my fingertips. So now both of my hands are vibrating, tingling and vibration, both of my hands. And I seeing white, well, it's white, purple. I see like lights, like purplish white light.
Okay.
But my hands are vibrating right now. And they're tingling, and vibration is definitely going on in my both my hands to my fingertips.
Awesome.
And a little bit into my wrist. But yes, definitely a lot of pulsation going in my hands right now.
Okay.
And I did see a little bit of light in my head.
Nice. So what they're guiding me to tell you to do is to place it on the side of your head, just like I am, on each side. Yep, just like that. And now close your eyes and let's see what happens.
I'm just seeing some light. It is purplish light. There's some darkness in the middle of the light, but it's like being mixed together for some reason. Light and dark.
Okay, good. It's forming the energies.
Oh, is that what it's, okay.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So I see light and my hands are still pulsating.
Okay.
But I see like purplish white light all around.
Okay.
With some darkness.
We're going to leave it here for just a few minutes.
Okay.
See as it changes, as it transforms what you're continuing to see. And how you're continuing to feel. And if you feel like around your skull, any tightness, anything.
I feel some pressure around my head. Actually, I'm feeling like an itch, actually, like right here, like somebody's like on my hair. In my hair, I should say. There's like light coming in now, like where the darkness was. There's like, I see like visions of like little white light in between now of where the darkness was. And I'm still getting the pulsation on my hands. A little tightness around my head right here. Still somebody playing, like, think with my hair here. Like right here, I feel like there's somebody or something here in my hair.
Okay.
But that's about it. I just feel that with the light, with some of the, like, the light is starting to turn a little white.
Okay.
But that's it. Still the tingling in my hands, somebody playing with my hair here, and the little pressure around my head, like all around like my eyes and stuff here. Perfect. Like a pressure.
So what I'm being guided to tell you is those pressures of energy that you're feeling, because they are pressures of energy, they're transforming, but they're decoding and downloading your DNA into a more amplified presence of love. So you have the capabilities of, they do through your energy to transform DNAs, restructure DNAs into a higher vibration of purity, of vitality, of flow. So that's what's happening with these lights. They're DNA coding. They're working with your DNA on transmuting what is densifying you from seeing different things at a more creative, abundant way. And so they steal your mind so that they're able to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, so the light, yeah, the lights are that I'm seeing. Okay.
So now what we're going to do, and I smile every time I'm in this vibration and I get tears because it's amazing. You know you're so connected when you
I'm like, wow.
Okay. So now what we're going to do, they're guiding me. See, they're showing me all of this. You're going to rub your hands together.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Drink. If you have water, drink a few sips.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to put our hands same way. Facing actually each other. Sorry. I'm looking at them and then I'm showing. Okay. So facing. And we're going to get that energy of light to download in our center of our palms. Okay. So just close your eyes and just focus on the energy of the center of your palms. Let me know when you feel like a frequency of flow of energy going back and forth, like a yo-yo ball.
Okay.
Now they want you to turn so you can feel it. Turn your hands toward each other, your palms toward each other. Yeah, facing each other. And now let's focus on the center of your palms. And you'll start feeling a frequency of energy going back and forth like a yo-yo ball.
Definitely feeling tingling on, like it's like going back and forth.
Nice.
First I feel it here, then I feel it there. Yeah, it's bouncing.
Okay, yay. So spread it out just a little bit more, farther apart, and now bring it back in. Right there. Do you feel it getting more intensified?
I do feel it.
Okay, yay.
I feel it bouncing back and forth.
Okay, so now they want you to put it, I'm going to stand up so you can see it, right below your breast line, your solar plex area.
Okay, so just put it in.
Yeah, just like that.
Right
Not
here?
touching it. Yeah.
Like right here?
Exactly. Not touching, about 3 inches away from me.
Okay.
And let it sit there. And they're letting me know to tell you to relax and let it sit there. What it's doing is they're showing me like electrifying it. Your solar plexus in your stomach, which is your second brain of your body. They're cleansing it out. They're decomposing densities that are ready to clear out. But they're showing me some intestinal areas too, that they're just lubricating, hydrating to eliminate. Densities of emotions is what they're showing me. And they're letting me know that that's where you carry a lot of your thought forms that amplify your mind to go different directions. So your guardian angel is now coming forward with this information. Jesus stepped back and is here, present, but he's just stepping back. And it's your guardian angel, your male guardian angel. And he's acknowledging that the colors that are happening here are kind of like showing me unicorn vibrations of energy with the flow of different colors of violets and pinks and like a rose red color that's that's shifting the circuits. He's showing me circuits. So they're not downloading anything just yet. Jesus said he'll come forward when they're downloading.
Okay.
But it's pretty amazing. So they're just transmuting that insight right there. And it's just, they're showing me the reason why these blends of energies are coming in is just to amplify your creativity and ideas through a joyful aspect. So even when a phone call comes in and it's a business call, a smile provides that joy and playfulness through anything that you speak through. You vibrate that. You don't have to speak it, but what you're speaking could come from a more of a silent vibration of a joy, playfulness, creativity mode. So you speak to that spirit of that individual through that vibration is what they're showing me. That's
Okay.
yeah, it's amazing. And this is where they're showing me, because they want you to understand that you can speak to a 3D, a human person, but spiritually, you can speak to that spiritual individual at a higher vibration of love to
Right.
transform things. And that's the acknowledgement of what we can become to do when we open ourselves up to transforming. And
Right.
we speak through the vibrations of our heart space.
Wow. I love it.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. They want me to just let you tune in to the energies that you're feeling right now and just speak about what you're feeling when you're tuning into that solar plex area of energy that's flowing.
I'm feeling my hands are still vibrating. There's like a back and forth, bouncing off my hands, the palms. And I feel like there's definitely energy coming from my hands, I guess, to that area. Like it just feels like there's vibration coming off my hands into that area. That's what it feels like right now. I don't know what the inside feels. I can only feel what's going on in my hands going there, but I don't feel anything yet inside of me. At least I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, and your guardian angel says that's great, because what's happening is they're emptying out your bucket in that area, so they haven't filled it up. Once they start filling it up is when you'll feel the vibration. Yeah, exactly. So that's good. You're tuning, and they just want me to re-clarify that you're doing great. You're tuning in with what you're truly feeling, which is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So now they want me to lift up your energies like this, like opening up to the universe. Yep. And we're just handing all of that density to the universe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You could have it.
And then just hold your hands, just rub your hands together. Okay.
And that's it.
Yep. And
Finished.
so now, Jesus is stepping forward, and he's just anointing that area with his presence through his palm and his heart. And what I'm seeing is like I see light going into him through his heart into your solar plex area.
Look at the picture that I have out of him.
Oh my gosh.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because this is exactly what I took out.
Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, so that's what's happening right now.
That is so funny.
It is. So
yeah.
Okay, he's telling us we're going to move to that next step. So it's a 3-step process is what they're showing me.
Okay.
Now we're going to work into let me put my sacred heart space, okay? But we're going to put our hands together again, facing each other, and we're going to get the direct energy we need to download in that area to it's a more gentle approach of energy. So you'll see this energy flow differently because it's our heart space, and our heart space has a different frequency of flow. It's more drastic, but yet very lovingly blissful in its frequency. So they're letting me let you know that if you tune in, don't feel frustrated if you don't feel anything, because it's just more of a soft version of an energy.
I feel very light tingling, not as heavy as before, but very light tingling on my hands, like my fingers.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
It's just lightly tingling.
Yeah, it's real blissful and graceful. And very peaceful is what they're showing me, those words.
It is peaceful.
Yeah, and it's just amazing. Just the gratification of love you feel with this energy is what they're showing me. It's just lots of hearts, lots in different sizes. Yeah, it's
like the emojis.
Yes.
So he's like giving me emojis, like heart emojis.
It's like I'm getting a flow of elemental love too. So some animal love in there.
Oh, okay.
I'm just, so they're giving me just tunes in of different energy frequencies, because anything is possible is what they're showing me. And every piece of our element of us needs different desires of energies. So we don't really constrict ourselves when we open ourselves up to allowing them to provide what is needed for us. Because we would never, if we did it ourselves, we would never have known we needed elemental energy into this area. You know, they're just showing me different flows. And it's like numerical flows of energy are flowing or funneling in into this for like a financial aspect is what they're showing. Yeah. So.
Oh, Lord, I need that. Oh, I'm laughing because he must have heard me pray.
Okay. So now let's put it in our sacred heart space. Just, yeah. And it's like, so right now I automatically start like moving, like I'm dancing, I'm slow dancing. Because I allow the energy just to do its magic of a blessing. And I'm totally, when this happens to me, and I'm sharing, because you'll see, I'd love to hear what you feel. Like I totally feel in gratification. I get into the gratifying mode of everything. And I start thanking my body, and just whatever comes up, I just get into that module of just thanking every piece of energy that comes in, that is around here. It's just, I get in a massive gratification module of energy mode. So, you know, I'll let you tune in and just see what happens.
It's funny. I feel like my body is swaying back and forth, even though I'm not really doing it perhaps, but I feel it is moving back and forth. I feel that momentum, but I feel very like peaceful. Like my body feels very quiet, which is very unusual because my body's always active. I never stand still long enough for anything. So for me to feel that quietness and that peacefulness is something amazing. Mm-hmm. And it's just quiet, which is so weird. My body feels still. I should say that. Still, but swaying, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what they're showing me is when we get into this area of energy, it stills us so that we can circulate all the vibrations of love from our center of our heart, because that's where we're directed with, truly connected with God, God's mind, God's heart, God's love, God's power. And when we amplify that presence, because we are the circle of oneness,
yes,
we connect with that true essence of who we are. And the more we do that, but they're also letting me know that we went in a flow of what needed to get done before we got to this area, so that we can sanctify our body, so that we're more open. And they're showing me like crystalline grids, that pure crystalline energy flow. So the more we're able to do that, the more flow of funnel of messages we get through everything. Because we open up ourselves to the purest form of perfection that there is in everything that is crossed through us, whether it be a telephone, a text, Facebook, whatever. We see perfection over the negativity. And that's what 5D is and above. You know, everything is in perfect alignment for where it needs to be, so that we can amp up the vibrations.
Yes.
Because God is in control of everything. It's the free will that allows us to open ourselves up to different modules of experiences.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Free will.
Yeah.
It's not so good.
Yeah. And so now it's like, okay, so now they're asking us to close this healing with our hands and just breathe in and out a few times. Okay, so what I'm being guided to do is to allow you to speak through channeling. I'll speak. And then what they want us to do, because we have so much purity of energy to spread, we'll send light and love to our loved ones and to the rest of the world.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. I'll let you go first.
So, okay. So see if there's a message.
Yeah. See who comes in for you.
Okay. Okay. Let me see.
And if you need to drink water, by all means, do that first.
Yeah. Let me try that first. Darn, I went down the wrong way.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
That also means that maybe I do have something to say,
Yeah.
or something I have to say is doesn't want to come out. Oh, Larry.
I'm holding space for you, like they want me to.
They want me to speak.
Yeah, there's no time. Just relax. Don't
I
worry.
know. Dear ones, it was time for your body to heal, for you have endured so much pain, suffering in this life, as well as joy and happiness. But unfortunately, sadness overran the happiness. So I am here to clear that, for you need to be happy now, for all of the gifts that you have had before are coming back to you. You have done a brave thing when you forgave and released, because you have cleared the ancestry line in your past and for generations to come in, and they are all happy and proud of you for doing so. You are so blessed, for you were always there for me when I needed you. And now I promise I will be here for you when you need me, always, for I am always here with you, as along with Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Saint Germain, Saint Teresa, your team, your angel team, and for those who have gone before you are here with you now and standing firm with you, for you are never alone. We will never leave you. We will never forsake you. And anything you want, just ask. You know you can, no matter how small or you think how big it is, for nothing is big as you think, for we can do anything. We can manifest anything. You can manifest anything. And not just you, everyone that is listening here, I tell you now that gifts are coming your way. Manifestation is coming your way, for you have taken up the torch and you are lighting the way for others. And I am telling you now, I am so proud of all of you for doing what you're doing, for the time is necessary. This time is necessary for you to do the work, for you to do the healing. But first, I'm telling you, you need to heal yourself. If there is any forgiveness that needs to be done, I'm telling you to do it now, for it will help clear the way, and you can get more abilities. For the more forgiving you are, the more abilities will come, for your light will shine and your heart will be light and not heavy anymore. Follow me as I do these things, as I have done for her, as I have done for just Jennifer, as I have done for the many of you that you have taken up the torch and followed the path and lit the way for others. to follow you. For there are so many more in the dark that have no idea what's going on. But they need to know soon because, as I said before, the shift is happening and will happen soon. But you guys, all of you, will be ready for this, for you are practicing preparing. So I am very proud of you. And remember, pure heart, light heart. Forgive and release. Be with your family. Lend an ear to the people that need to be heard. Remember, you do not walk in their shoes. You do not understand where they're coming from. Do not judge them. You're not here to judge anyone. You are here to simply understand them and give them an encouraging word and light their way, for they have only seen darkness. No one has given them any kindness, but you can give them kindness. Whoever comes in your way, you'll know who they are that needs an encouraging word. You will know. You will get the sign. I thank you for all who is listening and who will listen to this later. I bless you all and I love you all. And thank you for taking the light and walking with it. For I am going to be with you and I will be leading the way. Thank you. Ay, ay. That was Jesus.
I love it. Yes, I felt him. Like, oh, thank you. Much gratification.
I love him so.
Yeah.
He never disappoints ever.
Oh, no.
Not even in difficult times does he. Not even in the difficult times does he ever disappoint.
Nope.
Never.
That's the clarity of having the support. You just see it and you know, and you open yourself up to understanding with the empathy and compassion rather than sympathetic module of what holds us down and impacts us more than actually opens it up to purifying the world around us.
And it's funny, as I was speaking, I was literally getting very lightheaded.
Yeah.
Like, I just felt like I was gonna, like, it was weird because I was just, and this is the second time this has happened to me with the lightheadedness. So I guess he just takes control. I mean, I know he does. Like, you're stepping aside and I hear the words in the back of my head and I repeat what is being said.
Wow. So it's funny when you said that, you said lightheaded. Mother Gaia says, I'm coming in.
Really? Oh, is that what that is?
Well,
with the lightheadedness?
Well, she's actually coming in to help to ground us, because anyone who's this video is going to feel like they need to feel grounded because of the higher vibrations of what we're amplifying through our heart.
I see.
I have never brought in Mother Gaia to this extent, so I am excited into this element because, wow, I wasn't sure who I was going to bring in yet. I was like, I wonder who I'm going to bring in. And then I just said, you know what? I'm letting it go and I'm just going to allow it. And that's what's happening.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see.
Okay, so let's see who speaks.
Well, it's Mother Gaia.
Oh, okay.
Mother Earth is coming. Okay. She says, so I usually try to speak with my eyes open.
Okay.
But I look off because I'm
I understand.
Okay, good. All right. So Mother Gaia says, I'm coming in because I'm more abundant than what people give credit for and what I can do for so many of us. The element of transformation. She's perfecting what we don't need. The densities of problems, of situations, of sovereignty she's showing me, of sympathy, sadness. She's like, I can transmute that in a twinkle. She's showing me like in a twinkling of an eye. She's showing me diamonds and they're sparkling. Like that's how fast we can ground ourselves. That's how fast she said, I can transmute that. We need to spend more time outside. So we can feel that gratification of how worthy she is of doing what she does in such a magical way. She's showing me the female, that motherly, bond. She's hugging the whole world around her, saying, this is what I can perfect. I have the universe behind me, with me, all around me, in me, through me. She's showing, and so do you. She's saying, like, she's like, we're a circle of oneness. If we unite with that impact of what that clarity brings, we can allow ourselves to open up and shift this world into masses rather than just our family. We unite and we impact the world by clarifying our terminology of an intention. So you add, she's showing me a bucket, but a huge bucket, and swarms of spiritual beings of us, our lights, being put into this bucket. Like, it's just, she's not showing me like just one person within our circle. No, she's saying just add the whole world into that bucket. It only takes another extra few words. And it doesn't shift anything, and it doesn't decrease the magnitude of a prayer you want for one individual. It actually increases the blessings of a miracle, not only for that one person, but the whole masses of the world. It's like, and I'm just smiling with the awness of what she's showing, like the perfection of perfection, the gratification of support that the universe holds her up into to transmute what we have abused.
Yes.
In this human world. And she's like, she's not deteriorating. She's amping up a higher vibration for us light workers to shift this world. That's so many more coming about, because the frequency that we all carry magnetizes to certain masses of this world. And she's showing me some have the perfection of a heart vibration through the elemental world, the animal world, the spiritual world, of speaking from one spirit to another spirit of a soul. Like, there's so many frequencies of communication language, energy language that need it. And she's saying no judgment is ever given when you know that the worthiness of your life is just as abundant as another worthiness of another individual.
Yes.
Oh, it's like the philosophy of what she is saying, what she's perfecting, the book of a knowledge she's showing me of just the verbiage of a communication through, like, okay, she's showing me empathy. That vibration of a word for one person and another person can shift masses. And then she's showing me, then when we elevate and we go to a higher frequency of the word compassion, our use of language that we can magnetize to when we ground ourselves with Mother Earth shifts. And she's saying 15 minutes a day can start a practice of so much more heart-centered vibrations you can amplify through the silence of a meditation, through the silence of a prayer.
Okay.
And it can shift your world plus another individual's world that's going through that same intention. And we change the world through this enlightenment of a shift. So she's saying, practice this 15 minutes a day. She's like, use me. You have no idea what the vibrations will set for you. And she's showing me barefoot. Like, if we just stop, skip those modules of bouncing, removes the densities faster around our aura, our energy field, because our emotions are what get the best of us.
Right.
The best of us, it not only gets us, we magnetize to other people's emotions that we are not even ours. But if we can, just the way she's showing me, just the way we bathe ourselves every day, we need to ground ourselves every day so that we can get, and she's shifting this around, provide that clarity of creativity and joy through our heart space. Because God made us. And she's like this, God made us with our heart space, so much joy. What shifted us is when we became an open vessel for human constrictions rather than the spiritual element of vibration, of energy, of language. So now let her transmute that so we can come back to the home of our sacred space.
Wow.
Whew. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's beautiful.
She's just bowing down and just giving.
I appreciate her very much. I feel so bad because of the way the earth is being treated, but I think I believe it is turning. A lot of people are recognizing that you can't abuse the land. You can't, you know what I'm saying? I think there's a shift going on,
She's
going back to nature.
When we do this, instead of feeling bad, she's like, in a blink of an eye, shift that into love and light. Okay. When that thought comes, every intention you say, just shift it into a love and light. Send love and light. She's saying, just send love and light. That amplifies the purity of transformation. You see a tree, you see a hurt bird, you see a deceased squirrel, whatever, send love and light. We're perfecting everything around us when we charge everything with love and light. Because love and light is through God's heart, through God's center of us.
Yes.
Perfect example of what came up and how we can transmute this world into a higher vibration of purity, of joy, of beautification she's showing me. And Mother Mary comes in right now. She's just coming in and just saying, dear ones, we love you beyond belief. And that love is what's going to soar us into a higher magical blessing of transformation. Yeah.
She's beautiful.
She's amazing.
Okay. She's beautiful.
So, and now my palm just got so warm, like hot. It's hot.
I have chills. I'm literally have chills up and down my body. Like my body's just one big chill, like chills are coming right through me.
Amazing.
I don't know what's going. I'm the opposite right now. I'm like cold, but I guess I know that they're here because I see the light behind me. It's so weird because I feel like now I have two candles, but they're all the way on the other side. So what is that is so weird.
Okay, so what they're showing me is that now we're going to send love and light. Mm-hmm. This is the excess vibration of frequency that's coming in that we need to share to the world.
Yes, yes.
So we're going to do it for about 2 minutes, sending love and light. She says we're adding the intention of our family, our extension of our family, our friends, everything that is connected to us and all those who will be watching. And then we're adding Mother Earth to it, but then we're adding the universe. We're adding every single piece of energy God has made into this amazing, blessed circle.
Yes.
That was amazing.
Oh
What
my God. Did your mind wander a bit, or mine
actually,
was
no, I was seeing geometrical symbols, and then at the
really?
end, a triangle, and then a shadow of someone sitting inside it. That triangle. It was just, but I've been doing this for a while. So when you steal your mind, and this is where this is good practice, you'll come up to this, and you just bring yourself back into that center. And you feel like
I'm laughing because mine was really weird. I was thinking, because I'm cold. I don't know if it's a bowl of chicken soup. I swear to God, from scratch, and I was giving it to everybody.
that's awesome.
Like, I don't know if that was like, I'm thinking chicken soup for the soul. I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but like, I'm thinking of soup.
You're
And I was
feeding all the souls.
maybe I'm feeding the people. I don't know. Like, I just had visions of like this huge thing of soup, and I'm giving it to everybody. It was weird. Like, my mind wandered off to that. I'm thinking, oh my Lord, am I doing the right thing? Am I like giving chicken soup to everybody?
And I'm being told by your guardian angels, they're like, these are gratifications, so you're giving out the overabundance that you're flowing with.
That's okay. That's true.
Yes.
I had enough soup
Feeding
for
the
everybody.
soul. Yeah, you're feeding the soul, and what brings more joyfulness to someone?
Yeah,
Eat their
you're
body.
right.
With
Yes.
humbleness, with warmth.
Yeah. That's so amazing. You had geometric, I had soup. That's so opposite of what I was thinking. I gotta feed all these people. I don't know. That was really funny.
Yeah.
It must be the Italian in me.
I love it.
I had to make enough for everybody.
Well, I'm going to close the recording real quick. I just want to give gratification to you,
Yes.
to your amazing source of team, because wow. And if you want to say anything, I'm just going to close our recording.
Okay.
Thank you, by the way.